Hi everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness and thank you for tuning in to our latest Flexibility Matters video on how to passively stretch the quadriceps. So if you're not aware, the quadriceps are a big muscle group here at the front of your legs and there's many muscles that go into that group. And it's really important that we do make sure we maintain a good muscle length here because it's going to really affect our knee flexion, extension and a lot of our athletic movements that we do. So we need 130 degrees of knee flexion, okay? So that's basically you should be able to get your heel to touch your hip if you're lying down in a prone face down position. So there's a couple of stretches you can do here which I'd really recommend, but the one I'm going to show you in today's video is one that I do a lot and I like it because there's so many little variations and progressions that you can use, okay? And it's quite easy in regards to the technique to kind of remember you position it. So I'm going to get straight into it. What you're going to do is just put one leg forward. Okay, so a lot of people refer to this as a kneeling hip flexor stretch, and that's true because it does work a lot of those hip flexor muscles. Okay, bearing in mind that your hip flexors also contain muscles like your psoas, your TFLs, all these surrounding muscles around the top of the hip as well. So I want you to just go into a 90-degree position on both legs, so you've got your foot just directly behind your knee, and the same thing here. So your knee is going to be just directly in line with your hip. I want to make sure that your shoulders are back, okay, and your chest is up. Tilt the pelvis under, okay, so just almost pushing through there, getting that nice stretch, just coming right up to the top of the thigh. And then if we push forward enough, so you're aiming to try and get your knee almost to drive over your ankle, keeping your heel on the floor, you should start to feel a stretch coming lower down, so you get that more into the quadriceps. So if they're really tight, you're going to feel this a lot, okay, so just in this position here. If they're not too bad, you're probably going to need to increase the stretch just so you can get more out of what you're doing, okay? So, if that is the case, what I recommend doing is just grabbing like a little step, okay, or you can use something similar if you're at home, just putting your foot there, and just that little elevation of your foot will allow you to just push more into the actual main quadricep muscle group, and then you'll be able to get a greater stretch. So, this is what I would call almost a bit of an intermediate stretch, and then after this, you can go into like an advanced stretch where what you would do, providing you've got the balance and the flexibility, is you would try and grab the foot with two hands, okay? This is more like a yoga position, definitely more advanced. And if you can get into this position, so let's call this your advanced level 3 stretch, then your flexibility is looking pretty good, okay? So, whether you choose the beginner stretch, just that kneeling hip flexor position and push through, the intermediate one using the box, or the more advanced stretch where you're grabbing the foot, either way, you're going to be getting a nice lengthened set of muscles here at the front of the hip, which is really going to help a lot of your movement and speed up your recovery after exercise especially. Remember that all of these stretches you're going to do for 3 times 30 seconds at the end of a trainer session or at a time when you're not training. Okay, so that could obviously be at home or in a window where you're doing some rehab work. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to obviously message us at any time. We'll always try and get back to you as soon as we can. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thanks again.